Hi, my name is Matthew Luck. This is my self-nomination for Keith Fenner's What's in Your Box Toolbox Giveaway 2017. I've had my own YouTube channel for 3 or 4 years now, and it's gradually evolved around my interests and hobbies. Most recently has been towards my desire to learn machinist skills and machine rebuilding skills. I've no formal training. In fact, the only training I've had in anything shape or form like this was in the mid-80s when I was at school, at 14-year-old, 2 hours a week in a metalwork department where we learnt how to fire chuck keys across the room and learnt the importance of making sure that the magnetic chuck was on the surface grinder. Much of which was forgotten within a couple of years of going on to do A-levels. I did, however, study engineering drafting and learnt how to draw helix gears on a piece of paper with a slide rule, and I've never needed it since, and probably wouldn't know where to start now. Following my education, I started working in a manufacturing plant making packaging for industrial packaging. Did best part of 20 years there, and by the end of it I'd pretty much worked in every department with the exception of sales and finance. Following a redundancy, I decided that I was going to work for myself, and been doing that since. So since being self-employed, I've sort of morphed from making my own furniture, making furniture for other people, to wood turning, everything from rolling pins all the way up to big sculptural bowls. I then stumbled into a business making stovetop fans. Unable to find one that fitted in the gap that I'd got, I elected to make my own, cobbled something together, and within the space of 6 months was full-time employed making them and selling them to other people. And that's pretty much been my main income stream for the last 4 years. I'm now in a position as a single dad, father of 2. We've got Nat on, who's 10 years old, and Emily, who's 12 years old. Sky the dog, who, if you've seen any of my videos, has featured on and off. Several chickens, a fat cat, and a partner that takes me out when we get a chance. My hobbies to date are, with the exception of the machining, anything to do with being outside. I love walking in the mountains of Scotland. Enjoy walking Sky around the hills and dales of the Peak District, which is where I live in the UK, right in the centre, where we seem to get our fair share of rain. And most of my time is spent in the workshop making up components and parts for the fans that I make. And as a result of that, I had to take a crash course in how to machine. And to coin Tom Lipton's phrase, I've become a virtual apprentice. Virtual in so much as I've never actually achieved anything on it, and virtual in so much as I only learn via things like YouTube and reading books. But that being said, I've pretty much managed to do what I've wanted to do. 12 months ago, I had some fairly difficult times on a sort of personal level, so I needed something to concentrate my mind upon and take it off the troubles that we were going through. So I elected to try and teach myself the machine reconditioning. And for those of you that have subscribed to my channel and been following the progress, I've taken what I've eventually found out was a piece of junk and rebuilt it into a workable machine shop shaper. It was built in the 50s. I've had to learn a number of new skills, not least of which was bearing scraping with a hand scraper, and I've learned how to turn shafts for bearings. I've learned how to bore out bearings, and then most recently learned how to turn machine screws for lead screws and the likes. And it's all been on film best I can. To sum things up, if I was to describe what my perfect job or employment would be, it's not far from what I am at the moment. I love being self-employed. I love the fact that I can get up and decide what to do each day. I enjoy the fact that I get to speak directly to my customers as opposed to just some salesperson at the other end or a buyer at the other end. I actually speak to every one of the end users of my products, and they've gone all over the world, which is great. One of the things I love about having my own YouTube channel is the interaction with other fellows across the YouTube community, and I thoroughly enjoy and appreciate the critique and comments that are added to each of the videos, and I do my best to try to reply to every one. And many of the ideas that are presented encourage me to question and challenge the approach that I've taken on things, and in quite a few situations I've actually incorporated design features that other people that have viewed the videos have suggested, and the net result is everybody wins. I love it. What would it mean to me if I was to be awarded the toolbox? It'd be a huge boost. It's been an incredibly hard graft trying to raise the funds to buy the kit that I need to do. So a lot of the time is spent making tools, to make tools, to hold tools, to do the job, to rebuild the machine tools, for example. Do I expect to win? No. What do I want out of all of this? If I get a few more subscribers, that'll be a wonderful thing. I've got a hell of a lot out of YouTube, learnt a hell of a lot of new skills, picked up friends along the way, and it's wonderful. And if that can continue, brilliant. I'd just like to thank everybody for taking that few minutes to sit and listen to me drone on. And no dogs were harmed in the process of this. One young daughter was caught sniggering halfway through, and she's been reprimanded accordingly. Thanks very much, and much appreciated Keith and Vanessa for your time and efforts into this competition every year. Win or lose, I think everybody gets something out of it. Thanks very much.